You know?
Oh, you can go play the game now.
Like,
I'll just leave.
Oh, you just got me worked up about something. Oh,
There we go.
Oh, goodness. Oh, the type of girls beg you for something, and then finally you do it, and they're like, nah, don't worry about it now. Nah, don't worry about it now. It's totally fine now. Oh, I'm gonna kill you.
No,
Dude, that
no.
makes me so
When they're
angry.
like, I gotta tell you something. No, never mind.
Oh, goodness gracious. Give me some pills right now. I need to calm down.
All right, we don't condone drug
That
use.
is
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Getting There podcast. And today's episode, we got a little treat for y'all. We got the new mics. Not really new.
Sir.
They're not new mics,
Testing.
but there are mics we use for our gaming setup, and we brought them to the setup for the podcast, and hopefully we're bringing y'all some better audio than normal.
yeah.
A new little angle, but it's only because the cords aren't long enough. But honestly, it's kind of nice. We're like closer to the camera than we normally are. And the quality probably is going to be a little better because, closeness equals goodness.
Like
Sure.
we finally used our brains and got all of our microphones.
I don't know
we
why
could
we
have
didn't
done
do
this
this
at the
from
very
the
beginning,
start.
but we just didn't.
Yeah,
think
and
about it.
and like I'm just going to apologize in advance if there's
For
like
real.
any sort of
yeah, double
echoing or anything like that because
And we're also not used to like having to hold them to like
Yeah.
talking to them. So
So
like,
if there's like blank moments, like
yeah,
if I pull it-
like me, I might just like
yeah, like you can only hear me right now, but they're talking. But like hopefully it should be pretty good. Like if we start laughing really loud, something like it might sound a little distorted. But we also are like, this is like the most scuffed thing ever. Like no one that does podcasts like records
Yeah,
on
we-
USB mics.
We don't even have like matching.
Yeah, I keep looking at the screen. I don't know why I'm
just like
looking at the screen.
looking at him stare at it, and he's just talking to the microphone. He's
I'm like
talking to
I'm like a
himself.
crack addict.
We don't even have matching mics. Like
Uh,
all of our mics look completely.
I'm looking in to get an XLR soon, so that will make this red go away.
unicorn.
What?
But he just said he's
Nah,
a
dude,
unicorn.
Dude, for the first like 2 minutes of the video, I'm gonna look like a crack addict, just like staring over there.
Yeah, and
We're
you have
so
blue
used
eyes.
to being over here
Don't-
that
don't-
looking at it's useless.
Don't
but
crack addicts like if like their like eyes get like really glossy and like if they have like blue eyes they like get like really like blue. Or am I imagining that?
I know your like pupils get really dilated.
Yeah, it may be meth. I don't know. It's some type of drug that like
Who
makes
knows?
your eyes really
Walter
shiny.
White.
I don't know.
All right,
Yeah,
but-
science.
anyways,
That's Jesse. But okay.
first thing.
Okay.
All right, but anyways, first thing we want to address today, we're gonna talk about Lil Uzi's new album.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It was terrible.
we were sitting.
No, I
We were
think
sitting in the truck.
there were one or two songs that like were
there
like,
was one song.
alright.
There was one song
And
that
it was the first one.
mediocre.
It was the first one.
What was it called?
Don't know, don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never listen into it again, so it doesn't matter. To be honest,
But I
with
kid you not, every song had an intro about 45 seconds long, and he would just go,
dude. Literally,
And then he raps like offbeat like the whole time.
no. This dude, like,
And he doesn't keep a flow. Like he like pauses.
he just forgot about that rhyme zone existed. Like he couldn't like Google a word to rhyme with it. So if he was like looking for a word, he would just go like, yeah, like banging your grandma. And then he'd be like, and I'm better. Like it literally would be like the most random stuff ever.
I don't remember which one, but one of his songs, he did that for like
Oh,
at least
yeah,
30
but,
seconds.
yeah.
It never stopped.
It was in the intro.
Like we were just sitting there listening, and we were like, is it gonna stop?
When does the music start?
No, and his freaking intros are like 3 minutes long.
Yeah. Nah, but here's the thing. Most of his intros are like that, but most of them are kind of weird. But it like I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. He that's kind of like one of his like signatures. He has
Yeah,
like weird
but, like,
intros.
I don't want to
But
sit and listen to an intro for 30 seconds.
If I'm sitting there listening for an intro to 30 seconds, the beat drop has to be amazing.
Yeah,
it
and
was
the
awful.
beat drop.
It's
The beat
so
drops
bad.
were.
They were terrible.
It's like me banging a
Extremely
pan on
bad.
my head and being like, yeah, yeah. Literally, no, it's so bad. Like Uzi, I know you're watching this because we're famous and all.
Bro.
So like, delete the
honestly,
album off Spotify.
Honestly, shout out
Create a new
Uzi.
one.
I love Uzi,
I
but
definitely
the
create a new
new
one.
album is like kind of
Uzi's kind of mid, in
bonkers.
my
It
opinion.
is kind of
Dude,
it's
I keep
weird.
looking over there. I'm gonna look like a schizophrenic. Over there.
I can't even like really see the screen. Keaton's PC is in the way.
Yeah,
I
this
can't
is
really
like
see it.
totally new. Yeah, because normally, like you said, like the camera is like right in front of the computer. So like if I'm checking on it to make sure everything's going good, it
Yeah.
like I
Yeah,
like
no,
it doesn't look
it's-
like I'm looking away, but now I'm like staring over there. I look like a psychopath.
Yeah,
Me-
we're used to having problems, so our natural instincts to look over to
Yeah.
make sure we're not like
Lots of
overloading
problems,
or.
yeah.
all the time.
Let me tell you, these things.
Our lights almost didn't
English.
work.
Let us know how the microphones sound.
Yeah,
Yeah, see if y'all like it, and then the video quality if it's any better.
yeah, and we're still like messing with it and stuff. Like me and Keaton stayed up like all night last night, like trying to figure out everything, and like it sounds a lot better. Like we fixed it a lot, but it still probably could use some work. So just like let us know. Like if you like the 3 microphones, or if you prefer just like the one in the middle, which like doesn't sound as good, but it picks up everything. And we can go back to it. We probably, if we have like guests again, we probably have to go back to it anyway. But as of
Yeah,
right now,
we're not rich enough to have
Yeah.
spare mics.
I kind of like the. If we could just like slap a headset on somebody.
Okay, that would be weird though. That would be
What?
wild.
If we could
Just
we could
slap a mic on
headset
somebody, like a headset.
like it's HyperX or something.
Yeah.
Just freaking like a coach out here, just like, all right, we're running Black Bronco.
What?
But yeah, back to the rap thing. We're gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna say we're going to because we don't know for
Yeah.
sure. But we're gonna make like a getting there rap eventually. Because
What would
he's
we
he's
even-
already made one.
I've made like a diss track with
maybe
my buddy Cooper.
maybe we shouldn't promote that.
Yeah, probably not. I mean,
if it's it'll probably be kept to ourselves if we're being
No, it
honest.
won't.
But yes, it will.
no, it won't. We'll make it okay.
If it's bad, it's staying with us.
It won't be bad. It'll be just be straight.
No, the
bars.
only problem is like I'm not worried about like language or anything, but if we say anything cursed, that would be the problem.
Yeah.
That-
But, like,
Like say anything out of pocket.
I mean, we could say some I say out of pocket stuff all the time on the podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
We were talking about
I
selling.
don't want to disappoint.
We were talking about using Lizzo as an anchor on the last one. So
That was me.
and like a hot dog eating contest.
Bro, I saw a video. I don't know if it was Lizzo or somebody else, but their hair looked like something straight out of Whoville. It was like 10 feet long, like up in the air, and they were an absolute like unit
Dude,
what the
of a
heck?
woman.
I saw one of the guys from my church sent me a picture of Mark Zuckerberg, and he looks freaking
Dude,
ripped.
he's ripped.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't know if it was Photoshop,
I didn't.
Yeah.
I
But,
thought he
like-
was skinny.
but he looks like he
Yeah.
yoked. I think I might be taking Mark. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm changing
no,
my mind.
did you see Cypher PK? Cypher PK
Oh, yeah,
is
he's
kind of
freaking
ripped now
huge.
too.
No, but I think I'm changing my pick from Elon to Mark Zuckerberg. Most definitely because
Yeah,
dude, I saw a
after
picture.
seeing that,
Nah,
yeah.
If that's not Photoshop,
you know
then-
who's really ripped?
Who?
XQC.
I don't know who that is.
Buddy's a twig.
Yeah,
Bro, literally looks like the pole of these lights over here.
yeah,
Yeah.
but he's like flagpole. Put a freaking American flag on him and let.
All right, but
Bro's literally a pretzel stick.
no, literally, he's like a stick man.
But he's like, never mind.
Okay.
All right,
Whatever you're about to say,
anyways,
whatever you're about to say. don't say it.
So we got pretty good support on the last podcast actually. It's actually we're recording this like 24 hours after the last one.
Yeah.
And it's already at like 100 views, which is pretty solid for us in like
It is
24
more.
hours. I already missed the day of posting on TikTok, so unfortunate for me. I'm gonna work on that. We've been doing stuff all
Disappointment.
day.
Yeah, well, like yesterday, we spent most of our
Yeah,
day
we spent
doing this, like getting all this set up for us.
yeah like so long on that, but I'm gonna try to like start posting on. Why are you looking at me, dude?
Nothing.
Is
Nothing.
it funny?
Just continue. Continue. Okay, continue.
Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna try to keep it up, keep the consistency. Unfortunately, we're gonna be kind of dry for like a couple weeks because these Nimrods are going out of town again, and
only going.
they did not hear a word you just said.
I'm only going out of town for the weekend.
Yeah, I'm the person that's gonna be gone for a while.
I just saw your brother, and I'm abundantly uncomfortable now.
We accidentally left my bathroom door open. Whoops.
Yeah. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah. So also for this podcast, I asked people on Instagram and on Snapchat suggestions for topics.
We got a
Um,
few interesting
Most of them were racist
Okay.
or controversial.
or controversial.
Mesothelioma.
You want to receive financial substantial compensation.
All right, you said it in the wrong order.
But-
It's substantial.
Substantial
financial.
financial.
There you go.
Anyways, yeah, most of them were very not, and I had like 7 people slide up and just say me. Like, y'all's lives are not that cool.
Yeah.
Like,
What?
I'm not gonna sit there. No.
Y'all are
So
not
this
that guy.
person, they're about 5'7", like bribe you or something.
Cooper said music.
I know, but
We could really like.
I told Cooper that we should
Wait
wait
for him?
until he
Okay,
could
yeah.
we
come
could really
back.
dox them.
We really
like,
could.
give out their address.
But we did get a couple of good suggestions. So
There's no way.
what?
Justin.
So we got a couple of good suggestions.
That's
Can we
crazy.
close that door? Can they?
You could.
Would they be able to
There's
hear
no
the
way they'll be
shower?
able to hear it. But
there's no
I will.
way. You can
I'll
close
walk
it.
up and
Just in
close
case.
it.
Anyways, so we got a couple of good suggestions. Tate, my cousin, who
The thing,
who
and it almost just fell on your head. That would have been bad.
Tate, who's supposed to be on a podcast. He actually was on a podcast.
I was
that
about to say I thought he already was.
corrupted,
Oh.
and I'm deeply okay.
Just
All
kidding. Wouldn't
Gonna
actually
get us
do that.
banned on YouTube.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah. So Tate was supposed to be on a podcast, but he unfortunately it got corrupted. It was a good episode. We're definitely gonna get back on here, but he suggested that we talk more about golf, and I understand that like a lot of y'all don't really know that much about golf, and it's not really that interesting. So we decided to make the topic a little interesting. We're gonna do like golf icks, like what type of golfers we don't
Golf
like.
red flags.
Golf red
basically.
flags.
But we're also gonna do regular red flags.
Yeah,
Like,
we also
just
got
women.
we got a
Yeah,
suggestion
women.
of our red flags in women, and it's gonna be serious. Like we're not gonna be like can't cook.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be Andrew Tate over here.
Yeah, we're not
Don't
gonna
worry
be
about
Andrew
that.
No bunda.
Okay. Why did we all just silent laugh at the same time? That was weird. We were all like,
I don't know.
dude, I have a silent laugh. It's bad. I have a silent laugh. It's bad. I'm like, I sound like a chicken or like a turkey.
You look
call.
like a chicken.
I sound like a turkey call.
No, you know those little puffy chickens that have like the pom poms on their head.
Oh, dude,
That's
don't
what you
those things
look
look
like.
like Hawaii?
To be fair, I like. We're not gonna talk.
Oh, okay. Anyways, types of golfers we don't like. All right. Does anyone have one ready?
Yes.
Okay, you can go first.
People who use iron covers.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, I just committed a felony in my head.
dude!
Like,
Iron
if
covers.
you
Explain.
use iron-
Explain what an iron cover is.
Okay, so you have all right. So in your golf bag, you have head covers for your driver, your 3-wood, 5-wood if you have one, and your putter.
Like
Make sure you're
hybrids.
Your 5-wood and your putter. Now your irons, you don't normally have covers. I mean,
Yeah.
like they're just you use them so much that it'd just be a nuisance to use it. So the people that have them are literally psychopaths. Like
and they don't even look good.
no, they look terrible.
Dude,
Yeah.
it looks like a bunch of
They
snakes.
literally. It's like think about like the material that a mouse pad is made of, and it's just wrapped around an
like a
iron,
bunch of
and
stock.
it has a number on it. Like that's all there.
It's so dumb.
Like with your putter and your driver, like you can get like different types that look cool.
Yeah.
Or like he's got a really nice one. I've got one that says Saturdays for
I
the
have a
boys.
good one.
100% real birdie juice.
They almost lost
It's
it.
really nice. Now irons covers, no, they're just completely plain. They're the dumbest
Yeah.
and most useless thing you can possibly
I'm
have.
I'm sure there are some people that have some cool iron covers, but like, let's be real, who's gonna waste money
Yeah.
on
I've actually
Exactly.
never ran into anyone that used.
Neither have I.
Austin
I've
Job?
just seen
Austin
it.
Job used iron covers.
Actually,
Yeah,
that doesn't
I
surprise me
don't
at
remember
all.
that though.
no, he did.
That's weird.
I don't know. He may not have used them the whole season, but I know there was like a little span of time that he did.
I think people probably made fun of him so much that he did.
Probably.
Yeah, no, so that like literally people did make fun of him.
I got one. I think. Mine is people that take too long that suck. like-
Oh my
look,
gosh!
Listen, if you're you're like
And then they won't let you play through.
if you're like D1 level. No, I'm talking about like with you. Like you get stuck in like a foursome, like a high school
oh
tournament.
yeah,
Like if you're a freaking like good golfer, like you're going like D1, D2, like you're like a solid golfer. By all means, take any time you want to. But if you're just gonna get up there and shank it, don't sit there and calculate the freaking diameter of the ball
nah,
and the trajectory that it's going, and then get up there and chili dump it into the creek.
nah. Have you seen those videos? It'll be this guy that I have to play tournament with today, and his like routine before he hits the
dude,
ball will
it's
be like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
long.
Oh my.
That annoys
Well, like
me.
that necessarily doesn't make me like angry because like that's just like them having like a bad routine.
Yeah,
But it's when people like try so hard that are not good.
Yeah.
Like me, I admit that I'm like not great. I just freaking get up there and hit the ball, which is like probably not a good thing. But like, at least I'm not taking a long time. But people that suck, that are like walking circles around the green, like reading the ball, I'm like, just hit the ball. You're not gonna make the putt. Dude, I've almost said some things to some people like, hit the ball. You're gonna or like if you're on a par 5 and you have like 350 into the green, they're like, oh, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait just in case I hit it.
Yeah.
And then they like
just
top
in
it,
case I hit it to this group of old men that's 400 yards
and then
away
they
from
top
me.
it like
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one.
Okay, what
Okay.
All right, so this happened to me and Caden one time when there's like a group, mind you, a group that's too big that shouldn't have be in one group, and they're playing in front of you, and they're being slow because they're a sixsome, and we're a twosome, and they're like taking 30 minutes on every hole and won't let you play. We got behind some college kids,
Oh my god.
and it literally took us like 2.5 hours to play 9 holes. Because we were stuck behind these college kids. They were playing like 3 balls.
Yeah.
Wouldn't let us play.
And they were like walking around.
Like
and
they weren't just like hitting a bad shot, hitting 2 more balls, going and picking up the balls. Like they were playing 3 balls.
Why didn't y'all go around them?
Wait, there was like
yeah, there was like people in front of them.
Yeah.
But like it was not like they were being held up, but if we went in front of them, we would just eventually catch up to the person in front of them, and we were like, we might. We just like started hitting chipping competitions and.
Yeah. We were literally
That's
like on the
crazy.
tee box playing
And
that game where
they
you,
like
chip
would,
it back
they
and
like
forth.
refused. Like I swear, one time I rolled like a drive like behind them like 3 yards, and they just like drove off and like didn't. And I was like trying to like send them a sign like let us through. We literally sat for so long, and they just like didn't let us
That's
in.
so stupid.
Oh, it made me so mad. That's like I like never really get triggered in golf. Like I don't really get mad if I'm playing bad or nothing, but like stuff like that makes me so angry.
That's debatable.
Not actually mad. I get like fake mad where I just like chunk clubs for fun. But like I'm not like actually like angry. You know what I mean?
All right.
You like never seen me actually.
Oh no, I've seen you angry before.
When?
Not it may not have been on the golf course, but
Is it
I've seen you angry
Doesn't it need to be
before.
like under the radar? Like when was I angry?
I can't remember what it was, but I've seen you angry.
I don't think you have.
No, I
Because
have.
I haven't gotten like for real angry like in like a long time.
No, trust me.
Like well I like
I
have
think-
like
I think somebody may have like somebody like hit you with something. You had a look in your eye. This might not be good. I'd never seen you look at somebody.
no I think the last time I was like for real angry was when I brought my clubs to that party and someone went and found them and took them out of the bag and dragged them along the concrete. Brand new
Literally
$200 wedge.
the day after he got
Oh
this
my
wedge.
goodness! I was ready to murder 7 people. That was a
It
joke.
was
Don't
like
blame me.
it was okay, so the brand of wedge that he got is a Vokey. Wasn't it like a SM9? Which is like
$200.
really expensive, really nice club, like top of the line. Like
The day
24
after,
less than
literally.
24 hours after he got it. There was like a night golf event and some kid thought it was
The demo clubs, which were very clearly sitting out, and mine were like behind a bunch of stuff. And I'm gonna go grab it and drag it along the ground.
I'm gonna drag
Like I
this.
walked up to this kid and he had it on the ground behind him, in his hand, and just dragging it. Can you not lift a golf club?
How old was he?
My age.
Wasn't it like somebody you knew?
Yes. I mean, I got new like
Yeah, I'm
but
saying
like I
that.
didn't like him anyway. But like
I hope
No
he
name
sees this
dropping.
video.
No name
I probably don't
dropping.
even remember
Um.
because I was trying to be nice as possible.
That was kind of difficult.
Okay, I've got another one.
All right.
So, out of all my tournament golf I've played, I've seen a lot, and so there's a lot of things that. But the one that definitely annoys me the most is that it's a combination of things. It's like, first off, when people act like they're better than everyone, and then proceed to make excuses every time they hit a bad shot.
Oh, the win.
Excuse makers. Holy cow! I like catch myself like making an excuse. I'll be like gosh, like right now the putter I'm using is so bad. Like I hate it with a passion. But I'll like make a bad putt and be like, dude, I can't use this putter. And I'm like, but I really am just a bad putter. Like I'm not blaming it on the
for real.
putter.
Like, but here's the thing.
Like
Like,
I hate people that make excuses.
and anytime I hit a bad shot, I'm like, I don't even make an excuse. I'm just like, God, I freaking suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
my reaction.
That's my philosophy is like you look less stupid just admitting that you're bad than making excuses.
For real.
Now, like if you have like a valid reason why you
Like
think,
you slipped.
Yeah, if it's like
your foot
actually something
actually
that,
or like
slipped or
if
something.
you like stare into the sun or something,
Yeah.
like I get it, but like some of the stuff,
Or it's soaking wet, or it's
or
like
somebody
raining.
blows an air horn in your backswing.
some of the stuff that people make is just
Your backswing.
no, but like no, there was one kid. He's from our rival school. He's a big cheater, like a really big cheater. But
Oh my gosh.
but this
I was thinking you're
dude
talking about someone else.
Blatant cheater.
in the conference tournament, this dude shanked a drive. I'm talking like 90-degree angle right drive. And he goes, dude, that bug flying around messed me up so bad. There was not a single bug in sight, dude.
I think I may have told this story about him already, but I had to play with him, and it was horrible. We were at, I want to say we were at Hurricane, and you know there, I think it's hole like 7. There's like houses, like pools, and he literally like, I'm talking about straight up, like slices it like way right. Like I can tell it's way right. Like I was like, after he hit the shot, I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely out. You're gonna have to take a drop up there. Like said it like not trying to be that guy. I was just
yeah.
But anyway, let me continue. And we get up there, and he starts around for his ball, and I was like, buddy, your ball is on Pluto. All right,
You're in someone's bedroom.
You're not finding it, okay? And then miraculously, about 50 yards ahead of where his ball crossed into the houses, probably took out somebody's infant
So he's
child.
playing Xbox and it just
Yeah, destroys their
in their
Xbox.
bed.
He's found my ball. To be fair, it was the same ball he was using, like the same like type of ball that he was using, but it was
Yeah.
not his ball. And
No.
I was like, Reed, buddy, I saw your ball enter the rural area over here.
It went
like
the town over.
It is gone. Like you're in somebody's pool right now. And he was like, "Oh, I found my ball." So I was like, I mean, I guess I have no proof that it.
Yeah, I
didn't
mean,
go
at
in
that
there,
point
so-
when they're arguing, like,
I guess he's hitting his shot. You know, he hit. Can't remember what he made. Probably like double, quadruple, infinity bogey or
building
something.
houses.
Yeah, and then there were a couple more incidents that I won't go into because it would take too long, and I think I've already mentioned.
Oh, speaking of that, another golfing people that just argue with you about nothing, and literally to the point where they'll like bring their coach. Like one time,
it's not even that big of a
it's
deal.
not. I'm like,
it's like the smallest deal
I'm like,
ever.
I'm the one that like asked about it, and it gets to the point where I'm telling them that it's not a big deal, and they're trying to bring their coach, but it's about them, and I'm like, nothing's gonna happen because I'm not the one that did something. I got in an argument one time with like the same situation where this kid teed off with a nitro ball, found a Titleist in the middle of the fairway, and swore on his entire bloodline that it was his ball. He literally, I'm telling you, this dude was going to the grave with this lie. Like he literally was
Die
like,
with the lie.
Die with the last one.
he was like pulling stuff out of his bag. Like he pulled out a Titleist Pro V1 box that looked like it had been sitting in there for 7 years. And was like, it came out of this box. And the box was like mutilated. And I was like, dude, I saw you hit a nitro ball off the tee. And it like went way right. And you're like, it must have hit a tree.
Was this the first tee?
Yeah.
Did y'all not confirm balls for
No,
you
we
hit?
did. That's what I'm saying. It was really the first tee.
Was the kid playing with you? Did not say anything?
I guess not. He like didn't know. He was just like it was at Cersei, and it was like I was in one of those groups where there was a kid that like did not mutter a word the entire time. Like literally was like, "Oh, what'd you make? Oh, what'd you make?" Like did not say a word the whole time.
No, you know what really made me mad? That one time I played at Diamante, I was literally okay. So before that they were like, you know, how there's some rocks and stuff. There's a patch of rocks, like a patch of rocks you can. So first hole, by the way. I drive down. It's like down the left side of the fairway. Kind of like rolls up. There's got a bunch of rocks in it. Dirt patch, and it's got a bunch of rocks in it. And then some of the rocks had escaped in the grass area, but it was quite a few rocks. All was sitting on top of them, and they were like roots and stuff. So off, and I was like, all right, so I get to pull out of this right because I'm like in some rocks, and coach comes over there and he's like, oh, that's not one of like the areas we were talking about. Like you're on rocks, but the areas we were talking about. And I was like, all right, buddy. So I ended up having to chip out of these rocks, and I think I still ended up making birdie on the hole. Really wasn't that big of a deal, but like I did not want to have to hit out of some rocks.
No, dude, the exact same thing. I was literally telling Keaton about this today. I have like a chip in my pitching wedge because I had to hit a ball off a root. Like I'm telling you, know how like roots they'll like go and then they have like a little like circle. You know what I'm talking about?
Like a knot.
Yeah, like a knot. And my ball was sitting on the knot,
in the knot?
literally
That's crazy.
in the knot. And I'm like, bro, like, come on, just let me like pull it back. Like they literally said you could like move your ball.
Yeah.
And this dude was like, no, you can't move your ball. And I was like, bro, like, come on, like. And like I didn't know like if I could take like an unplayable, like I'm sure I could have, but I was like, all right, I'm just gonna like thin it. I ended up freaking like puring the ball somehow out of the knot, and I look at my pitching wedge and there's just like this like streak on it, and I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me! All because dude did not let me. Dude, but like that goes back to like people like I like arguing like because it's like I just like arguing people just to see them get mad. Like it's kind of like a fun.
So you're a menace.
It's just a fun thing to do. But like people in golf that want to argue about nothing, it makes me so angry.
You know what pains me going back to the when you see people hit off the cart path and either sparks fly or it leaves behind a little white mark on the cart path. It grinds my gears. It makes me want to commit mass genocide.
Like money is
not really
chipped off.
Just to confirm.
Chipped off the club.
Yeah.
Like $50 right there off the club.
Some people in golf have no idea what they're doing.
No. All right, well, I think that was a good rambulation. Is that a word? Definitely not.
Absolutely not.
I love making up words.
Ramble is a word.
That was a great ramble.
Mesothelioma.
I promise you, he could make his own dictionary.
Oh, 100%. I could make like my own, like, what's it called?
Any word you can think of that could possibly be pronounced wrong.
No, I'll just like take words and add like Asian and like just random stuff.
Which I feel like most of the time you do that, like, ironically, though, just to, like, say something weird. I don't feel like you actually mean it most of the time.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, I know, like, the words not, like I knew, like, rambulation wasn't an actual, well, actually, that, I was, like, thinking there's, like, a chance, like, a small chance.
All right.
Like, imagine, like, somebody put that in the Webster's. Call him my boy Webster. Tell him put that in the dictionary.
Call my boy Webster.
Call him my boy Webster. Let me start writing words.
I don't think Webster is a person. Or is it?
It definitely is.
I thought it was like a organization.
No, it's got to be a person. Everything's named after a person.
Sure about that?
I mean, like something like that is like obviously dude's probably dead, but like Webster.
Maybe Webster created
it's probably his
the
last
first
name.
dictionary.
Probably or like maybe there. I mean, I'm sure there's like an organization. Isn't there like a Webster's like library or something? I feel like that's
I think.
No, but like yeah, I'll just be like adding like Asian and like random like endings to words that don't and like prefixes.
Yeah.
Like, but anyways, that's enough rambling about golf. Shout out to Tate for the suggestion of golf. Once again,
Tate.
Let us know in the comments. I'm gonna start doing like Instagrams and Snapchat posts about like suggestions and such. If you would like to chime in and give a little topic to talk
Always
about. Always appreciated. But moving on to the next topic, very similar to the last one, but this time it's in women. We're gonna do our red flags, women, and gonna apologize in advance if this offends anyone.
And this might get a little tense. Like we might get a little worked up over this.
I'm just gonna apologize in advance if you think we're Andrew Tate
to clarify,
fans.
These things don't make you a bad person. They
just make you not appealing to the male gender.
Girlfriend material.
Yeah.
Not as attractive.
Yeah.
They deduct points. You can have a red flag and still
Taylor Swift fan. Excuse me.
Swifty. No, JT's like actually a Swifty now.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
On the way back from work, we like
JT's all over the spectrum.
Yeah, JT.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. The spectrum.
I mean, that's not what he meant, but
yeah, I
that's
know.
probably true.
No, that's what I. That's
Oh,
exactly
what
what
I
I
meant.
meant.
okay.
okay.
All right.
All
Well,
right. Anyways. All right. Okay. Let's go. Let's see number one red flag in a woman.
number one.
I know
red
what
flag.
mine is immediately.
I don't know.
I know
I
mine
have
is.
I don't know if I have a number one. Here, let me just start.
All right.
Oh,
when
hold on,
when
can-
they oh,
Can
go
I?
ahead.
Can I? Okay. It is clearly their fault. They know it's their fault, but they won't admit it's their fault, and they try to make themselves the victim.
So like gaslighting 101
Yes.
pretty much.
Gaslighting,
Which
basically.
I mean,
Facts.
a lot of women do that,
Yeah.
but some are like way worse. than
No,
others.
some are bad.
Some are like
they,
Yeah.
they will
you
die
go,
with
they
the
will
lie.
literally tell you that 9/11 did not happen,
Yeah.
and you're like, look at all the dead people,
They'll tell you 9/11 was your fault.
and then you're like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is your
Like they could
reasoning?
literally go like, I don't know, commit mass murder, and then they'll be
Be
like, "Oh, but you were being mean to me yesterday, and that's why I did it. So really, if you think about it, it's your fault."
yeah.
Like, all right, buddy, you killed
That's
five
your number one.
innocent
though?
children.
Number one is like gaslighting.
I guess.
All right.
Mine's when they have a problem like with either my friends or the game.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yes.
That,
Like,
that's
if you
my
got a-
number
they-
one.
if you
They
got
won't
a
let you
problem-
be your own person.
Exactly. If you've got a problem with like the people that I hang around with, unless it's like obviously outrageous, like if they're like going out drinking and smoking and doing drugs,
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
different ordeal.
if they're like
Smoking that granddaddy perk.
if they're trying to like be helpful, that's
yeah,
different.
but like if you're hanging out with them and having fun, and they're with you and they don't like them, like that's
oh yeah,
like,
no, big red flag there.
like that's awful.
Yeah, that's-
Especially if they have a problem with like you on the game.
Yeah, that's what I
like,
was about to say.
what would you rather me have me do? Go out and party?
Yeah, well, not even that. Not even like just being on the game, but like even with like, let's say like I went to a party, but it was like not like a crazy party, but just
Yeah.
like hanging out with people. Not like a party, but like hanging out with people. Like not being able to leave them alone while they're like doing stuff. That makes me so angry.
Kind of branching off what Keaton. Sorry, I didn't mean
My
to touch your leg there.
kinda-
Kind of branching off what Keaton said. Like when you're on the game and you're talking to her, right? And then like you, like let's say you're in a game where you have to call something out. You literally say one sentence, and they're like, "Oh, so you're ignoring me now?"
No, it's not.
Never mind. Okay, yeah. Like, no, I completely relate to that.
No,
Like,
that- that's literally
that's
that-
100%
what just
facts.
happened?
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
No,
All
like
right,
I'm
moving on.
100% agree. Like it doesn't make sense. Like for example, if you give them like out of an hour, you give them 90% of the attention. You say 5 words to the guys, and it's like, oh, you know,
Oh, you can go play the game now.
like,
I'll just leave.
turn it
I'll
over
just,
and just stop.
I'll just go
Oh.
kill myself.
Oh, you just got me worked up about something. Oh,
Here we go.
Careful on the elbow.
Like I said,
Oh, sorry.
warning in
No, it
advance.
didn't hurt.
This
I was
is
just
gonna
saying,
get
like-
heated.
Oh goodness, people. Oh, the type of girls that will like beg you for something, and then finally you do it, and they're like, "Nah, don't worry about it now. Nah, don't worry about it now. It's totally fine now. Oh, I'm gonna kill you."
No,
Dude, that
no.
makes me so
when they're
angry.
like, "I got to tell you something," and then you're like, "What?"
That-
And they're like, "No, never mind."
No, this is just like red. This is honestly red flags in people in general. This isn't like just
Yeah,
girls.
yeah.
Like dudes that do that. Like, oh goodness gracious, give me some
Dude.
pills right now. I need to calm down.
All right, we don't condone drug
That
use.
is one of my biggest pet peeves. If you're like, "Hey, I gotta tell you something," and they're
Oh,
like,
never
"Oh,
mind.
I'll tell you later," and you're
Oh,
like,
never mind.
and then they
"Why
never
would
tell
you
you.
tell me that?"
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, now I like want to know even more.
But like people, it makes me so angry, dude. The fact you even brought that up is like making my blood boil.
It's grinding its gears.
People that like will complain and complain and complain, and then whenever you do what they want you to do, they're like, "Oh, it's fine now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's too late now."
you're like, "I just did it."
I want to
for you."
like punch him in the face. You hit him with that Will Smith, dude.
that
slap,
1-2
dude.
Mayweather.
Oh,
Dude, even when girls like get so angry over the tiniest things,
Oh,
like, bro, what? That's irrelevant right now.
I'm confused.
This.
Oh.
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 Okay.
We're podcasting.
Okay.
Very heated.
It's
But
just
It's a
okay.
heated,
Sorry
this is
about
a
that.
heated discussion.
Like when girls get worked over these, like it just get angry at you. Like it doesn't make sense. Like
Angry
you do.
women.
Like it's
Red
not
flag.
even. You wouldn't even say do something wrong. It's
Women,
like
women with emotions.
it's one. It's one tiny detail that they don't like really like, and it's like Oh my, it's the end of the world.
Yeah, this one little thing just ruins the whole thing.
Like,
Not even one bad apple, one bad seed in
No,
the apple
low-key,
spoils the whole
this is
tree.
like this refers to like everyone. Like this isn't even like women red flags. This is just like everything that I've said is like besides like the like friend thing.
When people blow things out of proportion, you do one thing wrong to them, and they use it as leverage in like every situation. Like they'll ask for a chip like 2 years ago, and you didn't give them a chip because it was your last chip, and it was a really good bag of chips, and you wanted your chip because you were hungry. And then like 2 years later, they're like, "Oh, you remember that time you didn't give me that chip? Yeah, you're not coming to my birthday party." Like, it was a Lay's potato chip. It's not that deep.
Let me give you an example. So, like, you're hanging out with a girl. You have a great night. One thing at the end of the night that literally is just like not even you would consider like bad. It just did nothing else. Everything it's out the window.
And then they don't talk to you for the rest of your life.
Exactly. It's out the window. Nothing else happened but that one thing.
I got another red flag for thinking that I just touched your knee.
All right, let's not do it again.
Thinking that guy best friends aren't doing what they're trying to do. No, hold on. Before anyone makes a comment here, I'm just gonna explain what I'm saying here. I have no problem with this. No, this sounds really weird, but I don't have a problem with talking to dudes if you understand that they're trying to get with you. But it's whenever you deny it. Like, when you're like, no, they would never, like, we've been friends since the 2nd grade. Guess what? They'd still put you in a corner and make out with you anytime they want to. Like, it makes me so mad.
Have you seen all the, like, they'll get 2 friends, or they'll get, no, sorry. They'll get, the boyfriend will get the girl to call their guy best friend and be like, oh,
you want to hook up?
Me and so-and-so just broke up. You want to hook up? And they're like, heck yeah.
No,
when and where?
But like, no, what's crazy is like women don't think that like the men are like trying to get with them.
Yeah.
But like speaking from experience, that's exactly what's going on.
Here's the thing. If you've been friends since like you were really young, like super young, like elementary school,
that still doesn't change anything.
No. But I'm saying that a guy can be friends with a girl if he's been friends with her like his whole life.
Oh yeah.
Like if they're like basically like siblings, or, well, no, not really that. But if they like just became your friend and you're like attractive, they're not your friend.
Well,
I hate to tell you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so weird. Like to say like. It's not that you're friends with them. It's if you can't admit what's going on.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I've done it too. You become friends with a girl that got a boyfriend. You know exactly what you're doing. Okay. Like I'm speaking from experience here. Like I know what's going on. Like you're not pulling that past me.
This dude.
Okay, but hold on. You realize that I'm in a weird situation here.
What?
Because Avery is one of my best friends. Yeah. And she's got a boyfriend, but I'm not.
No, but you've been friends with her like your whole life.
But
exactly. y'all are like really
like,
close.
There's exceptions.
Y'all have been. That's what I was saying earlier. Y'all have been really close like y'all's whole life.
There's just some stuff that's really obvious that like women just won't. Just accept.
Well, I agree, but like I'm also like I also can consider to be a hypocrite. I mean, I guess you could say.
Well, no, that's what I was saying earlier. Like if you've been friends with them your whole life and you've been close your whole life, it is possible for you to just be friends with a girl.
I get that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well. I don't know about that.
I said it's possible. I didn't say it's always. No. Way.
I'm just saying like, there's no way like, if you've been friends for like, everyone like at some point has caught feelings for like.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't mean
Yeah, no, I know. I know.
See,
but I'm just saying like
it's
and the thing is, even if you get like sporadically get feelings for life, you've been friends with life, and they're like a sibling to you. You're not gonna like.
No, I know.
Like. Here's the thing about from outside point of view, this sounds really bad for me, but like they know that I'm just friends with her, and so it doesn't matter. And so like since they know that, because if they obviously they would know if that's not the case. You know, if I was best friends with her and I was trying to get with her, they would.
He was playing it on the DL.
They wouldn't agree with me. They would definitely call me out here right now. But they're being honest. Like it's nothing but just good friends.
Like it's about how Peyton fumbled the bag at a girl at the beach. He swears her dad was like 9'9" and 350 pounds, but he was not that big.
Definitely out the bar before.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are,
dude. I have no idea. You met so many girls at the beach. No. You can definitely hear this talking right now too. Definitely hear.
Oh yeah, I know.
But no.
I'm not even. Dude, they're not.
No, here's the thing. They're the only people that's gonna know. It's not like
Exactly.
anyone else
But
them.
still,
It doesn't matter.
all right,
It don't matter.
all right, buddy.
And we really met a badrillion. I told you I make up words. That's a new number. Add that one to Googleplex.
Is there... What? Googleplex?
Isn't that a number?
What is Googleplex?
I meant to say add that after a Googleplex. Isn't that's a number? Like actually, like
Oh,
one
oh
Googleplex.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
one Google.
That was Google.
Oh, it's Google.
I swear it was Googleplex.
it's
Welcome back to the show where Caden makes up words.
It's one Google.
We were talking about that. I have a lot of like dumb questions. Like in the last podcast, I was like rewatching and I was like, there's no way I actually asked that question.
Hey, y'all go watch it. If you ever think that there's no such thing as a dumb question, go back to the last
okay,
podcast.
it wasn't that dumb.
I can't even remember what he said.
What did he say? What did you say?
Talking about if there were animals that couldn't be detected by sonar.
Valid question.
It's not.
What if there were just some animals that did just like pass through them and we just
They're
like didn't know?
invisible.
I still
We still don't know they exist
I
because
still think that that's like a valid question.
all right, if like something surfaces in 20 years that there's been an animal
Dude.
hiding from sonar,
Dude, I'm going.
I might have to give
I'm
Caden an
going
apology.
crazy. Like,
But-
I'm
No.
literally-
It not hiding from somewhere like that. Sonar can't detect.
Yeah.
If they're just like
Imagine.
in an area where it hadn't been
Bro,
found, that's
make me a-
different.
Make me a NASA scientist. Wait, that's space. Make me an ocean.
No, NASA
scientist.
also explores the ocean.
Not anymore.
Not anymore,
No, they still
originally
do.
were.
but vaguely.
They don't. That's not. They're mainly in space,
I
but
don't
they
know.
still like.
I feel like I've been
Anyways.
looking at you the whole time. Like, haven't looked over.
I've
also
I've
been looking at the
at
My
Yeah,
your-
face is
that-
very attractive, so I can see
I'm,
why.
I'm gay, so
Ah.
that makes sense.
All right.
Anyways, back
Anyways.
to what we were talking about.
red flags.
Red flags in.
We
women.
covered everything?
I mean,
I feel like we
back
have.
to. I mean, we didn't really finish like the. But like, yeah, honestly, just brief summary of what like my biggest one behind the one he said already. Like when they can't admit that things are happening that are very clearly happening. Like, because
Okay, here's the deal though. Like, I'm a very lax person. If it happens one time, okay. But if it's a repetitive thing, like it keeps happening over and over again, that's the problem. Like if it just is like happens to be a one-time thing that they like completely think that they're in the right. But like if it's over and over again, that's where things start to get like really annoying and like very, very.
Yeah. Oh, I got another one. When they're not like defensive enough in a relationship. Which like okay, I'll explain. So like if a dude that they like is obviously like trying to like hit on them or whatever, like over like Snap or something, and then instead of them being like I got a boyfriend, go away, they like carry on the conversation because they're being nice.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Which like is valid because in their eyes,
Yeah.
like they're being nice. Like they're not like, but
Yeah.
then that gives
But in
like
the guy's eyes,
that
they're
gives
like,
the
oh, they're
dude like yeah,
real
like,
little man.
oh, I'm really just rizzing her up right now.
W Riz.
Which like I've gotten lucky. Like the relationship I'm in, like what are you like psychopath? No, the relationship I'm in is like freaking great. Like all these things I'm saying are like
Has
I'm,
never.
I'm not
happened.
gonna say prior women because they probably actually yeah prior women. They probably don't watch the podcast.
Yeah,
no.
same thing.
Prior women.
Right, man.
Actually, I think prior women.
Don't care.
Yeah, prior women. Just to foreclose. Wait, is that the word? Disclaim.
Mine
Just
was
to
like a lot. The
disclaim
one,
that.
most of the stuff that's coming from me is like a long time ago.
Yeah,
Back when I was in like ninth grade.
and just stuff that I like would trigger me.
Yeah.
About like
Yeah. Most of the stuff that I've said is not okay. Maybe there were a couple, but most of the stuff that I've said has been just like stuff that if it did happen, it would be me.
I mean,
very
and some of
upset.
it's like what you encounter, just like meeting certain girls too. Oh my gosh! Wait, we missed one. We missed one. How have we missed this?
what?
Pick me girls.
Oh God.
Oh,
Peyton.
I
Pick me.
Peyton.
I know.
Pick me. No. Listen. Pick,
No, I don't
pick
think
me
y'all understand
humans.
the rage
there's
me and
pick
Peyton
me.
have.
Okay, let's not get too specific.
There's
though.
pick
I
me
don't care.
boys too. Like there's
Okay, but it's rare. Like it's not
Like,
near as bad.
anyone that like has like a skill or a talent that's like oh no, I'm so
my gosh.
terrible. Like, shut up and take the
playing the
compliment.
piano in front of 100 people. Oh my gosh, you didn't hear that, did you? That was horrible.
Yeah, literally. It's like the most angelic note of all time.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I can't sing at all. Like, oh my god, I just started singing last
Literally,
week.
Tyler Childers like belting out the most
Yeah,
perfect
literally.
like
Like, oh, I just started last week. I started singing in my basement,
yeah.
like where I live with my parents.
I'm so bad. I literally
That's
like
so stupid.
want to end my career
Like,
every day.
I get it if you like actually think that you're like not good. Like there's like stuff like there's people that actually do that.
Yeah.
Like that have like a problem.
No, and there's a difference. That most of those people are people that take lessons, and then they're like,
Well, it's
you know,
just
there's a difference between like people that like let's say for example they were like trying to sing, but they like didn't take lessons. Like they just like were singing and they legit like don't think it's
Yeah.
good, but it actually is because they don't know
like I sing a little bit and play guitar. And like people tell me that I'm pretty like good, but I don't think I'm good at all because I've like never taken lessons or anything.
Yeah.
And like that's like actually me being like genuine. Like whenever I hear it, I don't think it's good.
yeah, it's
Which
not
like
horrible.
that's just like how human nature is though. Like when you
Yeah.
see yourself do something, you're gonna automatically think you're bad. But like the people that like know that they're like good and they're just
It's-
looking for attention, like looking for compliments, like that
Yeah,
is
fishing
what.
for compliments.
Yeah.
Like there's a difference from that and being humble.
Yeah.
And when somebody's like let's say they're like speaking good, and then little Tiffany on the other side of the
Tiffany.
table who just wants to make it about herself is just like, what about me?
Like I
The
do that.
baby.
I do that too, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, another human,
Like-
just human in general red flag. When they try to bring something up, like if you're telling a story about something, they're like, "Oh my god, I did the same thing last week." Like,
Yeah.
shut up.
I just reached like, all right, I'm gonna make like a video game. Like, I just reached level 573 Rise of Kingdoms. No. I reached 50 million power on Rise of
50
Kingdoms.
million power.
And then little Jerry across the room, who's just like ear hustling, is just like,
Ear
"Oh, I
hustling.
reached 50 million power when I was like in the womb still." I was like, "All right, buddy, nobody
Dude.
cares."
and it's
For real.
no. Okay, here's another human red flag. People that like blatantly lie and
Wait,
are
not
bad at
not
it.
an alien. red
Okay,
flag?
I'm saying like not just girls. Like you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
both,
yeah.
like everyone. People that are like bad at lying but do it all the time, and it's so
Yeah.
blatant. Like when they'll just be like making stuff up. Like they'll be like, "Dude, last week, like I like did a backflip off my like four-wheeler and like shot a bird out of the air.
Last week I jumped off a 500-foot cliff and landed on my head, and it like didn't even break my
like, I
neck.
pogo sticked."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "There's no chance you actually think people believe this
Yeah.
stuff."
There's a okay, so this is kind of similar to the one like pick me, but like people that interject themselves into your conversation, like
Yeah.
with someone, like if they just like interrupt and decide to start talking to you. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't talking to you.
Matt.
Yeah.
Are you done with your point? Okay.
Yeah.
And the mother is
All right, let's go for like 5 more minutes. We're in a good,
Okay.
we're in a good combo here. Nah, but like for real though, like
so now are we on into like just red flags?
red flags in general.
Okay.
That's kind of what this whole like we
Yeah,
really haven't.
That's
been,
kind of what it turned into.
We're
was
not
gonna
gonna be able to
say.
cover everything. He's got to go. So
Yeah.
But like
I feel like we can get a good.
also
amount.
like I don't want to like be like type of guy that's like men are perfect.
oh,
Girls
we're obviously
suck.
not.
That's why I'm like everything that I've described is just like a human thing.
Yeah.
Like obviously you care less with dudes because like I don't care if a dude has like I'm not gay, so like you know what I mean.
But
Oh,
there
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
some things that
Some
just
things,
girls
yeah,
do.
women.
Yeah,
but like it's in a relationship setting, not like
yeah, obviously. Well, the pick me is
No,
Oh
not.
yeah,
You
but like
know-
if your girlfriend was like,
you
a
know what
pygmy,
makes me
what?
grinds my gear? Somebody like maybe they are decently skilled at something. They have to let everybody know. They think they're like of the world because they're somewhat decent sport.
Oh yeah, people with the ego that don't deserve
Yeah,
an
people
ego,
with like an over
dude. If you're
exaggerated ego.
if you're like good at something, by all means, just share it.
But
if you're like
but you
mediocre,
don't have to like just go like as far east and west as
No,
you
like
can.
no,
just
see,
to
like,
tell all
like
the
but like
lads
me
that you're-
personally, like I see no problem if you're like freaking going D1, whatever.
Oh
in
yeah,
some
I see no
sport,
problem with being like, oh, I'm going
like
D1
post
to like
it,
whatever.
post it everywhere, say whatever you want.
Yeah,
But if you're
because I
like-
mean that's like a major accomplishment.
If you're like mediocre at something, then don't be like trying to flex it to everyone.
And another thing is like when they like lie about like this goes along with it. Like they think they're good at a sport and then they like post on their offers.
Oh my
major
gosh,
D1
I know
colleges.
someone that used to do that.
Receives a
And it
letter
was
in the
so,
mail.
it was
and
like, dude, that's not. We obviously knew it wasn't true.
Yeah.
Like we had someone come up to us, and say like, "Oh, I shot this and this at a tournament," and they're like, and then right after a college coach, and we went and looked at their stats at the tournament, not even close. Like he came up and he was like, "Bro, I just shot like 68, 67," and then we went and looked. He shot like 88, and we're
I
like,
may have
"Dude,
heard about it.
what?"
Yeah, I know. I think
there was a similar story that. But yeah, honestly, like just lying in general is just like I'm like a firm believer in like admitting to everything you do regardless of
Yeah,
whether
like
it's
be open.
because like if it's better like if you admit something than being found out that you're lying. Like it's better like, oh, I suck at this than being like, oh, I'm good and someone coming watching you and you're terrible.
that's more embarrassing.
That's more embarrassing than just being
And that's
like
like-
admitting it.
And that's like even like a general thing for like relationships. Be open.
Oh, yeah.
Don't lie and don't try to hide things.
Well, and like in
You know?
golf too, like with like people that like cheat like
Oh my God,
blatantly.
it's so obvious
Like
too.
how do you feel good about a score if you're like in like a for real like tournament, like if you're like out like just messing around like whatever, like oh well, like it's not that big of a deal, but like in like a for real deal high school tournament, like if you're trying to cheat and you like get away with it and then you're going home and you're like, oh, I shot like 81 and you're like
I don't see how
actual
you can
score
feel good about
was like
yourself.
87, you're like telling everybody you shot 82 but you didn't. Like what would be the point of that?
Yeah. All right. Do
All right, Peyton's
mothering.
mom is oh goodness, you better hit the
Yeah, I
road,
better hit
Jack.
the road, Jack, and yeah.
All right, guys. Well,
You mean end it, or
quick
you want to finish
outro.
up with just me and you?
quick outro. I mean, I say we just end it here. How
Yeah,
long?
end it
How
here.
long have we been going for?
Oh, we can finish.
All right, guys.
But here's the thing, though.
thank
Joe,
you
it's
for
just me and you.
Still for an hour though.
Thank you for tuning in to the podcast.
Okay, we're not gonna end it here. Peyton is gonna dip. Me and Keaton are gonna talk a little
Talk
bit
about movies.
because someone requested that we
Okay.
talk about movies.
Love you
And-
guys. You guys are
Peyton's
amazing.
dipping. I hope you enjoyed his bit. Unplug your
Take
microphone.
That is
You can take
And you
it
can
with
take it
you.
with you if you want
Take
to.
it with you.
He's dropping his microphone everywhere. All right, well, he's dipping. All right, see you, Peyton.
All right, see ya.
All right, well, it's just us
R69.
now. Well, this is nice and cozy.
R6.
Wait, how are you gonna play if you have a mic?
He has a headset.
True.
It
All right.
sounds just as good, so.
All right. Anyways, yeah, Peyton. So, little backstory. Peyton's mic
You want to switch that chair?
was my old mic. I mean, be on here if you.
Okay, that's fine.
I got like I'm fine. But backstory. Peyton's mic is my old mic, which I got like as like a super beginner setup. So it was like $60, like low quality, but like good enough for a beginner.
Yeah.
This mic was like $250. That mic was like probably $250 too.
It's like 200,
Yeah. Like so, our mics probably are.
My
gonna
mic's
sound
older, though, so it was like when
Yeah.
it came out.
My mic
But
is
there's
like
a new version.
relatively
of this.
new. Like this mic is probably about one of the best you can get for like a USB, which that one is too. But like, because if you don't know anything about like audio, there's something called there's USB mics, which is what we have, which is why this is kind of scuffed. And then there's XLR mics, which are like audio interfaces, which are like the like things like the huge head like jacks. Like that's the type of thing you use. And it sounds super good, but
And
it's
it's-
super expensive and kind of hard to set up.
And you cannot, there's no overlapping or anything. Like
Oh,
me and
it's
him would be
so
talking
crispy.
right here. You could not hear anything I say from his mic, and yeah, he couldn't.
Yeah, like
anything from my
and
mic.
I like saw it happening on the screen over there. I'm just gonna like apologize because half of the things that Peyton said might not have been picked up because he is a hand talker and he can't keep the mic next to
Yeah.
his face, so he was like doing tricks with it, like freaking whipping it around. So if y'all like didn't pick up half the things he said, I apologize, but we're gonna like get it figured out.
Yeah,
And-
and we'll eventually get to where we have boom arms, and we
Yeah.
don't have to, but we just don't have the like we don't have any.
Or like we'll get like
to
a
do
like a
that.
table and like sit around a table and like
and we'll have them like set.
well, which we're saying this. Hopefully, we grow a little bit. Worth it to invest in some XLR mics, make it sound crispy. Which this should sound pretty freaking
I
crispy.
mean, we were testing it.
We were
sounds
testing it. It
pretty
sounds
nice.
pretty dang good. I'm
Like,
not sure.
Me and his mics, like my mic, I've seen used on a ton of other podcasts.
Yeah.
And his mics are just his mic is just really nice.
Yeah,
and so his is not. And like for example, like his picks up a lot farther. Like you can still
Yeah.
hear me talking all the way out here. Hayden moves his away,
Yeah, and
like
it's gone.
just a little bit. It cuts out
Yeah,
completely.
like for mine, like you could definitely still. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you could definitely still hear this on my mic, but like his, if you move it away at all, but hopefully like in the not like near future, but like future, either A, we just like are having a good time doing the podcast, which we are obviously, but like to the point where we're just gonna like send it no matter what like our brand is looking like or anything, and we'll all get like some like Shure SM7Bs.
How many subs do we have right now?
Like we're at 125.
Okay, what's
We just set a
today's
goal.
500 by the end of the year.
500 by the end of the year would be immaculate, boys.
This is a stretch. If we can get 1,000 by the end of my senior year, I feel like
Oh, 100%.
we'll send it. We'll send it.
1,000. That's like a huge stretch though. We get, and it's on us though. Like we can
stay
start
consistent.
posting.
I feel like we can 100% do it.
I'm trying to like show Keaton how to do like the TikToks and stuff, because as of right now I'm the only one that does it, but it's like really simple and like he's good with technology, so I could probably get him
Peyton
to start
is
doing
not.
it. Yeah, that's the only thing. Peyton's entertainment. He's smart, but when it comes to like this side of things, like he's good with technology, but when it comes to like this side of things, like
I don't know. We had to go.
actually,
He
that's
swore in his
true.
life that his controller was broken.
That is true. That is true.
We went over 5 minutes. We fixed it. And he's like, I swear, I've tried every single cord. I literally grabbed one from the box, plugged it in, and it freaking worked.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
but like obviously, like we're not like holding it against him or anything. Like obviously we love having him, but like it's just like kind of up to me and Keaton as of right now. And like as of right now, all the editing and stuff is done by me. But like I know it's not because like Keaton doesn't want to. It's just like the stuff
you have
we
to understand,
use.
I have an unreal busy schedule.
Yeah, and like the stuff we use, obviously, like I have to use like a free software because like we said, this is on a budget. This is all on a budget. Like if you saw the setup, it's honestly like not bad at all. It's not bad besides the fact that we're in Keaton's bedroom and the mic, or I mean,
We're lucky enough to have this couch.
and
like,
the webcam is like on a phone stand and it's a webcam. It's not even a camera. That's the other thing. If we like start growing, we'll get like a Sony camera. It'll like be super good quality.
video camera, yeah.
We'll step it up a notch. Like we know how to get committed and know how to make it good. It's just we got to know that it's gonna work, because it's a lot of money. Stuff like this.
And it's also on us, like, if we can get our website out
Expensive.
and start gaining income, because it's going to take us a while to get monetized
Yeah.
on YouTube and stuff
But
like
like,
monetized on YouTube and stuff like that. But
my thought is like I'm not saying like we buy this stuff for money from YouTube. I'm saying we like work and buy it, just
Yeah.
the fact of knowing that it could make us grow more.
Yeah.
Like, cause like obviously right now, like I'm not gonna go spend $500, which honestly I'm probably gonna end up getting a Shure SM7B anyway for my setup, like an XLR mic, like because it's just really nice. But like Peyton, like he doesn't care that much. He's not gonna go spend like $500, because like for instance, like one XLR mic is like $500.
and it'll probably be end up like the mic that he gets when so I'm getting a new microphone probably soon. I don't know when, but like the mic that he's gonna get, he's probably not gonna buy it himself. So any money that we do make off of YouTube
I don't know,
or
though. He might.
merchandise,
If he's committed,
no,
he's been working a lot and making a lot of money, and like he's open to spending it now. And like if he knows, but like that kind of goes back to what we said. Like if we know that there's a chance that we could grow and that there's a chance that it could work out, then he'll be like more into like buying it. But like if we're still sitting at like 150 subscribers in like 6 months, like
yeah.
we're and like once again, it's our fault. Like we got inconsistent. We haven't been posting.
Which, to be fair, in 3 or 4 months, 125 subs
Yeah.
is pretty solid.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
we got 125 in like 3 or 4 months,
and then we were gone
and
for
then we were
probably
gone
5.
for 5 months.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's just, we would probably be double, if not triple, by this point.
Oh yeah, probably. If
But
we would have taken
that's
this
our
long.
own fault.
It's our own fault, and we got to post on social media more. Like that's
And
literally
honestly,
the key
we
to
should be
blowing up.
farther because of that. Like,
yeah,
if you can post every day on social media, because, like, these hour-long podcasts, you can take 6 to 10 different
oh yeah,
clips,
100%.
and that's 10 days worth of TikToks and YouTube Shorts that we can post.
Yeah,
and that's one podcast.
And like one of them was bound to blow up. Like
for real.
like we already like every YouTube short we posted has got over 1,000 views. Like every TikTok got like around 1,000 views. Like, and it's not like that's how social media is nowadays. It's not hard to blow up at all.
Yeah, and that's like what 80% of our subs like that come from that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I think probably like 30 or 40 like are like people that I know. But other than that, it's like all from social media. And that was like I've only posted like probably like 6 or 7 total like videos on social media, and like just from that alone, like 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
But like we just got to like get more consistent, and like once again, like that goes back to like we want to like trust me, if I had a good job, I would be spending so much money on this. Like it's like kind of scary how like to think about it, like how I would literally want to build like a whole room.
Oh yeah, I'd
like,
want to
set
have a
up.
studio.
Like, and even if we had like 100 subscribers, but us being teenagers in high school, like we don't make a lot of money like with our jobs, and we're not gonna spend the money that we do make on stuff like this if we don't know that it's gonna go somewhere. And, like obviously we get a ton of support from the people that watch us right now, but like we just have to like maximize like the growth, and like y'all can help us out sharing it like we said before, like talking about it like to your friends, whatever. Like going to the TikToks, like share copy link literally helps insane. Like it's crazy how much that helps a video like reach more people. But we wanna like know that it's gonna be something before we just start like going crazy on money, because we've already spent like what, like probably
I've spent a lot.
$100 total.
Man, all the lighting equipment and everything.
And like I bought that webcam. I bought like planning to use for the podcast, because I had a webcam before that was like all right enough like to just use on Discord. That webcam was like $250 just because I knew like we could use it for the podcast because we don't have a camera, and like that's alone like because I probably wouldn't have made that like big purchase if I didn't know for sure that we were going to use it on the podcast, because like I had a webcam that was all right enough.
Mhm.
But like we already have like spent like quite a bit of money on just stuff alone, and like I know I'd be willing to spend way more because I love doing this.
I love this. I mean,
Like,
this is what we love to do.
If this somehow like became like the thing, dude, I would be so happy. Like I would literally spend so much time and effort on it. Like
Absolutely.
it's just like right now it's very difficult to do like stuff because we have so much other stuff going on. Obviously we play sports, we have jobs, like our families are going on vacation during the summer.
Mhm.
And like obviously it'll be a lot easier to be consistent when the school year hits again because we're all going to be in town all the time.
Yeah.
And we need to prioritize. Like we could probably freaking crank out like 2 podcasts a week
Yeah.
at a certain point,
Mhm.
like in between maybe like golf season and fall or spring sports.
I mean, and you guys think about like winter. I mean, like we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
so, that
and-
should be our peak time when we're like cranking out
Oh,
videos.
yeah.
When he gets in soccer season, we can still do it because
And like yeah, soccer like I
I guess
practice
like
like 6.
Peyton's baseball is really
But he
bad.
don't practice till like we can always come. Like my mom literally does not care about like 10:30 is like my curfew.
Yeah.
We could easily
Yeah.
crank out a video in
Mhm.
like an hour or like
And you know, right now it takes us a little bit to set up, but once we get good at this, I mean, this
Oh,
will
yeah.
take us 5-10
Yeah.
minutes to
And,
set
like,
up, and we just go.
eventually like he has like you have like a room. Don't you have like a room upstairs? We could probably like eventually or somewhere. Like I have a room in my house that easily be turned into like a room, and like that's like obviously like really down the road. Like for us to like make a whole studio,
I mean, yeah, that would
That
my
be,
attic
like-
area. It's walk in, so like,
Yeah.
you take a piece of that out.
that would be like really down the road. But like eventually, like that would be the goal, like to really expand it. But once again, it all just goes back to like growing the brand, being committed. Because it's really hard to be like, because everyone says they're committed to something, like, but like for us, like I'm committed to this, but it's impossible to be committed to something that you don't know, that you're unsure about, like that you don't know whether it'll work or not. So like we just need to, like me and Keaton both need to like make sure that we're cranking out like social media and trying to grow the brand. And like we've done a really good job like with like networking and stuff like that, like to just our friends, and like y'all are helping out a lot with like the support and stuff. But we just got to keep like going, and like eventually hopefully we'll start growing more. And like once you reach a certain point, it's kind of like blast off from there. Like the beginning is like the hardest part. But I don't know. That's the more of like the first episode, or I mean the beginning of the last episode.
Yeah.
Just getting serious. You wanted to, you clicked off a while ago. If you didn't click off a while ago, you're a real one for listening to our plans for the
Exactly.
future.
We were going to talk about something else, but I think that probably
Yeah, I
ate up
think-
our time.
Yeah, I think that was we just like we were talking about it like in the truck the other day. We just like we want to be as open as possible with y'all, because like y'all aren't just like our fans, like y'all are like our community, like y'all are our brand too. So like we want to make sure that y'all know what's in our heads and what we're thinking, because like I know a lot of y'all actually really do enjoy watching the podcast, and like because I like if I knew people were just like watching it for like the heck of watching it, like because like oh you got to support your friends,
Like we've gotten pictures of people like watching it while
Oh,
they're
yeah.
about to go to
People-
sleep,
Yeah,
and
people
just like
send me Snapchats like, dude, loving the new podcast, and it makes you like feel like it's like a good thing that you should keep doing, and like eventually, like we blow up, we can like like actually like spread positivity and like
Absolutely.
be like really influential people, and that would be like amazing. That's really like the main goal is like be influential, like and like in a good way.
And also when like we get more down the road and stuff like that, we'll do other videos.
Yeah, like what the thing is like right now is like podcasts are like easy to edit. Like if we did another video, like the ping pong video took me like probably 4 or 5 hours to edit, like which is a lot like of just editing. But like podcasts take me like an hour, 2 hours, like but just if we get and if you have suggestions, like no one really had any suggestions on the last one, which I mean it was like yesterday.
Yeah, it's just
supposedly.
no more like you gotta keep it. Can't have racists or
Yeah,
like
but like
anything like
just like
crazy.
suggestions for like we could literally uh like get a camera, get like a phone and like record us like having like some cooking challenge. Like that would be hilarious.
Mhm.
But like we just don't know what y'all want to see. Like I know I've like mentioned that a lot, but like we could go to Walmart and like buy some wacky fits or something. Like I don't even know, like just something random. But it just like because obviously like our channel is for entertainment and not for like any sort of talent or skill like that y'all are like looking for. Like a lot of things, like there's people that are like good at stuff.
Not
Ours
yet,
is,
at least.
Ours is just yeah, but like it probably will never be like
I need to play golf.
yeah, but like we're not like posting videos like oh shooting 62 on a
Yeah, not
hardest
like
course in
Dude
America.
Perfect or
Yeah,
like Good or
it's
something
just
like
like
that.
it's
Yeah.
all entertainment based. So it's what y'all want to see and us doing stuff like 'cause the reason we started this is because we were like just sitting in the truck one day and we are like wow like we probably could be like pretty like funny. We're always laughing like and people always like say that we're funny and like we were like oh this could like work. So like us doing just like lifestyle stuff and like doing challenges and stuff that like is just entertainment like abled like is the best way for us to like interact with y'all and to like bring more people in. That's just like what we're gonna have to do, and y'all are just gonna have to let us know like what y'all want to see because we don't know exactly what y'all.
Yeah. Most important question that we have asked so far, and this one is a big one on like what our podcasts in the future are going to go to. So, would y'all want to see us to have segments in every video?
Yeah.
Like ones like you'll have a segment that's the same in every video. It's just different. We talk about different things. And what type of segments y'all want to have?
Yeah, like we get
And so like go back and watch our videos, all of them, and see what you enjoy the most, and if you want to see that in future
Yeah.
videos coming. Because we'll put in a segment to where like, for example, if we just take half of our podcast is devoted to just different segments, and then the other half is just us
just
free
like
talking.
rambling.
Yeah, whatever we want to talk
And
about.
like we could do like segments like would you rather, like pulling a card from Let's Get Deep, like
Yeah.
like random stuff like story time, like something
Or like the draft, like drafting,
yeah,
draft
like
picks or something like that.
top 10 picks or something
Like top
random
5 draft
stuff.
picks
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Like we could do anything because a lot of people have said like some of the podcasts get pretty dry, which like I understand that completely. Like there are some where we really were just like reaching for stuff that was not there, and it really got boring.
Yeah.
But it's just because we were like trying to reach a time limit. We're trying to like get them out. But like right now, I feel like we've done a really good job at like finding topics, and
we have topics
Yeah,
that
like,
we
we're-
didn't get to.
we're to the point where like we're like going over time limit. Like this video is going to end up being probably like over an hour.
I don't know.
I think it will be just from us
Just a
talking
little
at the
bit.
end here.
Yeah, just talking at the end.
But like used to, we'd be like trying to push for an hour. Like now we're just like it's getting a lot better, like with topics and stuff, like just talking. But like if y'all want to see, like, or we could just test it out. Like if y'all want to see like the segments, like just say you want to see like this, like would you rather segment, like
Yeah.
like and we obviously that would make it like not dry because then you know what you're expecting. Like it's like if you've seen like Overtime, like Dude Perfect's podcast, like that's technically a podcast, but they have like segments.
Yeah,
They
they have
always
segments.
they don't ever have before they just like talk. They always have segments, which like obviously that's not really like the whole goal is like we'd obviously leave time allotted to just talk, but if you'd like to see like some segments or have like a suggestion where we like do like a stupid challenge or something, like we would be down for that. Like
Yeah.
it's just we honestly will be down for whatever y'all want us to do as long as it's like possible.
Mhm.
Not gonna get us banned. But like y'all just had to let us know. Like honestly, like that's the biggest thing with something like with the way that we do our channel. Like everything has to do with like what y'all want and like what y'all's feedback is. Like a lot of channels, like they do what they do and they don't really care what the fans say. Like if I'm like really good at piano or something and I'm like playing the piano for my YouTube channel and then like that's what I'm doing. Like
Yeah.
there's no like feedback like oh you're really good. Like oh here play this song. Like but there's not like for something like this that's just purely us being entertaining. We gotta have like feedback and y'all gotta like let us know what y'all want. see in like future videos and like just everything that we do. Like because we could freaking go to Sonic and like order food and do like a freaking mukbang. Like I don't even know, like just something random. But like if y'all want to see it, then we'll do it. Like we'll do whatever. It's just we just got to know because y'all like so far we haven't had like a whole lot of suggestions on like videos like that y'all want to see and stuff like that. Which like I understand, like 90% of people probably aren't even making it to this point in the video because a lot of people do say that they can't like watch the whole thing, which that's understandable.
That's why we addressed it in the last one at the very beginning.
Yeah, but like if you say to the end, you're a real one because this one has gotten a little lengthy, and it's we've been rambling about future again, which we like talking about it because it's, I mean,
it's exciting, but it's also scary. I mean, you don't never know.
Because like we could still be where we are and at the end of their senior year, and then kind of like at that point,
Unless we could, and I was thinking about a way we could do it to college. Like, if we're so far away to where it's like you wouldn't consider it worth it to drive, we could get in like a call or something,
like
put
a
headphones,
podcast.
and all record ourselves, and then so we're just talking. But you have your own, and then he'll just edit it to where it's like us three sitting there, and we could definitely do that.
I know, like one of my like favorite podcasts of all time, the Courage and Nate Shot Show. I don't know if you ever watched that.
I never did.
It was like during COVID, like that's all they did was like
like
Discord like podcasts.
Which
like I know a lot of people
did
that
really have
too.
to be Discord. It could just be like we're in a call in Discord, where we can hear each other.
Well, like Discord makes it a lot easier because it's just like it'd be like 3 cameras, and you could just like put an overlay over. Like, but like we could literally do whatever. But it's just like that's like a year from now. Like that's like
well, it's a year from now.
Pretty much a year from now, like a little under a year from now. Well, it'd be more than a year from now when y'all go off to college. But like,
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but it's just by then, like if we're not really like looking up at all, then we probably won't like try and continue it because like at that point, it's really fun, but it's at all.
Yeah.
So it's not even like really worth it at that point. But hopefully we like let's say, well, let's set like a smaller goal, like 500 by the end of the year.
200. What's
250? Let's go 250, and before like Halloween or something.
Say,
300 before Halloween.
I feel like this is a little long. I feel like we should go for like closer when to school. We still got like a month and a half.
School starts
16th.
August 16th. Go like 250 for August 16th. Yeah. That'd be like a huge growth.
Yeah, I think that'd be very positive.
And we could definitely do it with like social media. I gotta start cammering like on the like posting on social media and stuff. But let's go new goal, or 2 goals, 3 goals actually. 250 by August 16th, which is when our school starts. I don't know when y'all's school starts, but when our school starts, August 16th, 250 by then, 500 by the end of the year, which would be amazing, and then 1,000 by next May. Graduate. 1,000 by next May. And if we beat those goals, dude, I will literally spend so much money on this thing. Like I will freaking buy us a house to record a podcast.
And even though that seems small to us, that's a lot.
That is huge. That's like, well, people always talk about like YouTube. Like
the first 1,000 is easier than the next.
I've researched a lot of like algorithms and stuff, and like the curve is like, in terms of difficulty, it's like in the difficulty goes from like here to straight up like the hardest possible, and then you just go here and it just plateaus because like once you get to a certain point, you just go forever. Like it's like you literally like won't stop because once you have a certain number of views, you're going to get pushed to more people. But whenever you're really small, it's more difficult to get pushed. But like if we make like 500 by like the end of the year, that's like freaking huge. Like that's 400 subscribers in like 6 months, which would be like a really good growth. And obviously that's a lot. That's 400 people that we like somehow bring in. But if I somehow manage to post, which is crazy to think about, like if I could post to social media, if I could post something on TikTok every single day for the next 6 months,
I think it's 100%.
We would have probably way more than 500.
Yeah, and that's all it is because there's definitely enough content for that. And like all we have to do is you sit for an hour. You can make 10 TikToks. You have 10 days worth of TikToks,
and you
there.
can repost TikToks.
Yeah.
Like I could literally take like a podcast, like episode 1, like yo, throwback to when like this happened. Like it's literally endless. And like if I like post like a one TikTok at like 6:30 every day, like we would literally be way above probably 500. Like, and if I like grinded that hard and we didn't make it, then at that point, like it might be like not a great idea to just keep going. But like, there's just like it's like almost impossible for you not to. Like even people that aren't entertaining, like eventually something is gonna hit and you're gonna blow
Yeah.
up, or not even blow up, but just like eventually you just very slowly gain
Yeah.
following. Like it's just I haven't done a good job at all of posting on the TikTok. I haven't done a good job at all of pushing the channel. We haven't been consistent on the channel. Which like it's not even that. Like there's over what, like 13 hours of video now on the channel.
Probably, yeah.
So like a new person can go back and rewatch old podcasts. Like it's not like it's gonna be outdated or something.
Yeah.
Like so, if you're just bringing in people, they're not gonna be like, oh, they haven't posted in 2 months. I'm not subscribing.
It like jumped. But like one thing that I've been told by like a very intelligent person when it comes to technology, when you improve things like audio and video quality, it's supposed to get pushed a little bit better.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that, and probably if this is like the best video, then we'll know. But it all depends. But
Yeah.
anyways, enough rambling from us.
Yeah, for real. Let us know what you thought about the mics. If it was like if you couldn't hear Peyton, we'll figure it out. If you liked the OG, like everyone is on the same level, like the mic in the middle, we can go back to that. Like it's not a big deal. But like hopefully this should be better. And hopefully we can like figure out kinks and stuff. Like I'm sure that one of our mics got loud or something like in the middle of.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure that there's a like
It'd probably be mine, but
yeah, or mine because I keep seeing mine like go up to the red. But just let us know. That's literally I'm gonna say it 1,000 times. Feedback. Like if we get feedback from y'all, it helps tremendously. Like you have no idea. Like literally tremendous. Like if we get feedback. But I think that's enough rambling about the future and about random stuff. But I think it's really good to talk about. Like I'm not gonna apologize for ever like telling what we're thinking and like what our goals are, because we want to be as open as possible with y'all, because our community, y'all are our brand, y'all are what makes us who we are. Like we wouldn't be doing this if we weren't doing it to anyone, not doing it to just no one. Like we're doing. So with all that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like, comment, feedback. Don't actually comment the word feedback. Well, I mean, if you could, honestly, it definitely boosts the algorithm. But like actual feedback. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because it is greatly appreciated. And if you don't, like the FBI is gonna like beat down your door and like handcuff you or something.
yeah, they're coming for you.
They're coming. They're coming for you. All right. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. Also, like like I enjoy just sitting here like talking serious, like too, like not just like being stupid. Like sitting here and talking about serious stuff about like the future. Like if you like getting deep like that too, then like let us know. We'll do like a serious like time, like whatever you want to see. Feedback. Once again, literally everything I say is like the summary is feedback. We need feedback from y'all.
Yeah.
I hope y'all did enjoy this podcast. We're gonna wrap it up here. I hope this mic sounds very crispy because I feel like my voice is crispier when I talk into it. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Like in my ears, I feel crispier when I'm talking into it. It's really weird. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all have a great remainder of your day, whatever time it is for you. Could be 1, could be 12, whatever time it is. But I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. Hope you enjoyed this podcast. And I'm going to hit a slap intro right now.
We'll see y'all in the next one.
Whoa. Oh, I missed. All right, part 2, take 2. I'm going to set my mic down for this.